Hello and welcome to the Lincoln Academy Network powered by Sportle TV. We are live here at Summerour Middle School as the Lincoln Academy Bulldogs get ready to take on the Rabun Gap Eagles. Lincoln Academy coming off some big wins out in their tournaments in Vegas and then in Washington, D.C. at the Governor's Cup. We've got just a few seconds left till we go live here at Summerour Middle School in beautiful Norcross, Georgia. Set up this Lincoln Academy Bulldogs team led by the point guard, the maestro of the court, MiKale Stephens, coming off some big games on the road. He'll try to run this offense, and the offense lives and breathes through the sweet shooting guard, Elias King, 6'9", committed, signed with Mississippi State. He fires up the three ball and drives the basket easily. And then we go over to the big man in the middle, Moulaye Sissoko, committed to Dayton for next year. The senior brings size for this team, and he will be tested by the 7-footer Nikola Vuksanovic from the Rabun Gap Eagles. His twin brother, Philip, is not playing today, but they do have one of their two 7-foot twin towers. So it should be a great game over here as the Rabun Gap Eagles in the green and gold take on the Lincoln Academy Bulldogs in the gray and blue, gray and navy. Lincoln Academy, coached by Omar Gonzalez. He led the Puerto Rican U18 and U17 teams of the FIBA Worlds and America's Cup, and we're excited to be back and see what these guys can do. Lincoln's going to roll out their normal starting lineup. MiKale Stephens, number 0. Elias King, number 2. Moulaye Sissoko, number 14. Dalen Ridgnal, number 22, and number 24, Rafael Pinzon is back in the lineup. Last time we had Lincoln Academy here, powered by Sportle TV, was over at the Tournament of Champions. Rafael Pinzon was injured, kind of coming off that injury, so we didn't get a full look at the sweet 6'5" shooting guard, but he is ready to go today and inserted back into the starting lineup. He will wear number 24 for the Rabun Gap Eagles, number 5, Jump, number 11, Szymanski, number 21, Stahl, number 22, Jay Sonis, and number 55, the big man, Vuksanovic. Referees are getting us set here, checking out a couple different basketballs and making sure we've got the right one. It should be a great game. You're watching the Lincoln Academy Network, powered by Sportle TV. Let's see, looks like the referees found a basketball they like, popping it around, making sure they get the acceptance of the home team players. Lincoln Academy going in their home light gray uniform, sporting a Georgetown Bulldogs look tonight, looking sharp. And it looks like the referees have finally decided we're ready to go. Thank you for joining us tonight on the Lincoln Academy Network as we get ready to tip off Bulldogs versus the Eagles. And the tip controlled by the Eagles. Rabun Gap will try to get their offense going with a tight defense along the perimeter by the Lincoln Academy. Stephens guarding them out there. Pinzon on jump. Big man Vuksanovic coming out to the top. Swinging around to the far corner. Fires from 3, no good. Rebound, Elias King. King's going to drop it off for Stephens, and Stephens will try to set up the offense here. Back up top to Ridgnal. Looking for some two-man game with Sissoko. Stephens, the floor general, out there, trying to get Elias King cooking early. Doesn't see him. Stephens, a little bit of a move into the paint, and his first bucket is good. Now, looks like they're going to get him for a travel there. A little bit too much of a slide by MiKale Stephens on that first opportunity. Eagles will go to work, tightly guarded along the perimeter. Man-to-man defense that we're typical of seeing here with the Bulldogs. Drive to the baseline. Little bit of a bump by Ridgnal, but the referee's going to let it go. He's out of bounds along the baseline. Stephens is going to take it up. I'm seeing a little bit of full court pressure now early here from the Eagles. Stephens easily blows by, gets himself into the paint, but he's going to set back up the offense. Pinzon fires from straight away. No good. Rebound, bouncing around, Sissoko battling for it, and Eagles come away with it. It's going to be Jump trying to get the offense moving for the Eagles here in the green and the gold. Moving right to left on your screen. Straight away three-pointer, no good. Rebound to Ridgnal, and it looks like he stepped out of bounds. It's going to stay Eagles ball here. Still 0-0, 6:27 remaining here in this first quarter. Eagles to inbound along the baseline, swinging it back up top. Bulldogs, known for their pressure defense, like to get out and guard everybody deep along the perimeter. Rebound to Ridgnal, and Stephens is off to the races. Stephens looking inside to Sissoko. Is going to just take it himself. Fires, comes up a little bit short, and another rebound. 2 minutes in here. Been a little bit of a tentative start. Both of these teams don't really see each other. Their first look at it. Rabun Gap, a boarding school from very north Georgia, almost into the North Carolina. Brings it inside to the big man, Vuksanovic, blocked by Sissoko. And he'll hand off to Stephens. Stephens looking up ahead. Finds Pinzon, back to Stephens, swings it to Ridgnal. Elias King looking to get working over there on the far wing, and he'll set it back up to Ridgnal on the high post. Ridgnal, nice moves, little jump shot, and that one is good. His first bucket of the night, and that is 2 points for Dalen Ridgnal. Rabun Gap looking to set up the offense here. They've gone scoreless in the first 2.5 minutes. Try to get it inside, but no good. MiKale Stephens out in front of the pack, and he calls his own number. That's his first points of the night. 4-0, early lead here, 3 minutes into this game. Bulldogs going to pick up a little bit of full court action. Pinzon all over jump, pressuring the ball. Ridgnal's going to come out and get his man. Stephens also pressuring along the three-point line. Nice steal by Ridgnal. He'll lead the break. They've got numbers. Pinzon down low. He's going to call his own number. Doesn't get it, but gets his own rebound and puts it in. Ridgnal with a quick 4 points. 6-0 is our score now. Lincoln Academy Bulldogs jumping out on top of the Rabun Gap Eagles here. Early in this game, just under 5 minutes. It's been the pressure defense, steals leading to offense so far for the Bulldogs. Rabun Gap working a little bit of a motion offense. They're going to fire from three. No good. Rebound inside. It's going to be Sissoko coming away with it. Pinzon's going to try to push the pace. Elias King along the wing swings to Stephens in the corner. Stephens looking down low, and they're going to get a whistle here, and it's going to go against the big man, Nikola Vuksanovic, 7-footer. His brother, twin, Philip Vuksanovic, normally out there with him. They run a Twin Towers look with 2 7-footers, but Philip not playing today. We see him in street clothes at the top of the stands today. First substitutions coming in for the Eagles. Bulldogs still sticking with their starting lineup. Inbound, Elias King fires from the wing, no good. And it looked like it went over the top of the backboard. It's going to be Rabun Gap ball. Usually the Bulldogs like to get Elias King cooking early. Sweet shooting guard, 6'9", long. Headed to Mississippi State. Pressure defense gets that turnover. Elias King leading the break. Swings it to Stephens. Back to King. King's going to fire. No problem. There's exactly what we expect out of Elias King. That's his first bucket of the night. He's got 3. And that's going to lead to a timeout, Rabun Gap. We're 4 minutes into this game, and it is 9-0, all Bulldogs earlier. You are watching the Lincoln Academy Network, powered by Sportle TV. Lincoln Academy is Atlanta's premier elite prep high school. Lincoln's mission is to mold young men into great citizens while developing world-class athletes. For more information, visit www.thelincolnacademy.com. Happy to be here tonight at Summerour Middle School in beautiful Norcross, Georgia, on the north side of Atlanta. Lincoln Academy Bulldogs putting on a show early. MiKale Stephens with a quick 2, Elias King with 3, and Dalen Ridgnal leading the team out of Kansas City, Missouri, down here to Atlanta with 4 quick points early in this contest. Lincoln looks like they're going to show some more of this full court pressure. A little bit of a diamond type of press here. Pinzon pressuring the ball carrier. Steal. Elias King looks down to Ridgnal. Back out to Stephens. He's got King up top. Nope, he's going down low, and that's a beautiful pass by MiKale Stephens, his first assist of the night, and the bucket to Sissoko. Defense again with another quick turnover. Ridgnal from the corner, and it is good. Dalen Ridgnal hot to start this game. He's got 7. Pressure really hurting the Eagles here. Eagles do break the press, find their man on the backside, and that's an easy bucket for the big man, Vuksanovic. They were able to get over the top of the press that time, but man, oh man, this Lincoln Bulldogs press is really stymieing the Rabun Gap Eagles tonight. Ridgnal is going to set the offense up at the top. He's got Pinzon looking inside to Sissoko. Sissoko working it out to Elias King. King gets into the paint, and, oh, they're going to call a travel. All right. Well, in the NBA that would have been good, but apparently in high school basketball here in Georgia, that's a travel. So 14-2 is your score. Just coming up here on 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter. It has been all Bulldogs early in this contest. Eagles looking to get some kind of offense going here, working it around the perimeter. Tries their big man along the baseline. Skip pass out to the top. Nice little move into the paint. And that looks like Benjamin off the bench with a quick bucket. Bulldogs look to set their offense. Pins on the right corner. Swings it back over to Stephens. Stephens into Ridgnal on the high post. Ridgnal, turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound goes to Rabun Gap, but they're going to call a loose ball foul here. Looks like against the Bulldogs. 2:24 remaining. Lincoln Bulldogs sitting on a 10-0 lead. And there's Coach Omar Gonzalez out there coaching them up. He's got the boys over there. They're trying to get everything sorted out. A little bit of confusion over at the scorer's table at the 2:24 mark. Might have something to do with maybe one of the players in the book. It looks like Elias King is setting up at the free throw line here. Might be some type of uniform technical or something along those lines. Waiting to get some word here. Let's see what the referees are going to do. King setting up at the line like it's going to be a technical, but no, apparently everything's just fine over there. So they're going to let it go. 14-4 is your score. 2:24 remaining. You're watching the Lincoln Academy Network, powered by Sportal TV. Rabun Gap Eagles moving right to left on your screen in the green and the gold. Lincoln Academy in the gray and navy. MiKale Stephens closely guarding deep along the perimeter here. Going to work it through their big man, Vuksanovic. He's got a bucket early here, one of the two for the Eagles. He will fire from three. A little too strong. Ball bouncing around. Picked up and in, and that was Solomon King with a quick basket for the Eagles. Pins on, pushes the pace over to Stephens, and Stephens answers with a three. He has 5 on the night. Back over to Solomon King. Nice drive and a bucket there, but quickly answered by the Bulldogs. It was Stephens with a corner 3 there along the far wing. And you see this pressure defense of the Bulldogs. They come out and get everyone along the perimeter. That was badly missed there by Sharma, and ball bouncing around. Looks like it's going to stay here. It's going to be Eagles ball. That was far missed by number 3, Vishal Sharma. And it looks like his coaches have thought maybe we'll go back to the starting point guard and bring back in Graham Jump. Try to keep things moving along here. 1:20 remaining here. 17-6 is our score. Seeing this patented tight man-to-man defense from the Bulldogs that has been giving the Eagles fits all night. Wild shot by Vuksanovic. Rebounded by Elias King. And Stephens will look to set the offense. Swings across to Pinzon. Pinzon back to King. Over to Stephens. Stephens has played a nice game so far. Calling his own number and getting others involved. Stephens is going to fire in rhythm for 3. Hits that front rim, but no good. And Vuksanovic cleans up the glass. Just under a minute remaining now. Still 17-6 is our score here. Eagles working it around the perimeter. Driving the baseline. Nothing doing. Excellent defense there by Pinzon, but it looks like it's out of bounds on Pinzon. It's going to stay Eagles ball with 34 seconds. 17-6 is still our score here. Deep in the first quarter, just 34 seconds remaining. Quick substitution by the Eagles. They're going to bring in their big man. That is Vukatic. That is Zandamel. 6'7", 305 pounds. Looks like a big old offensive lineman out there. First substitutions as well for the Bulldogs. See Jalen Caruth coming in. Works it down inside. Nice block and takeaway, and that's Ridgnal with the takeaway. Stephens on the break now. 27 seconds remaining here in the first. Stephens finds Ridgnal, and you reward the man who gets you the defensive stop on the other end. That is quick 9 points. He's got 9. Dalen Ridgnal has 9 of the points here for the Bulldogs in the early going. Let's see if the Eagles can get something here. Just under 10 seconds remaining in the quarter. Drives the basket. through the contact, and that's going to send him to the free throw line. That's Nafari Benjamin. He'll go to the free throw line with 3 seconds remaining. We had a nice play on the other side by MiKale Stephens feeding Dalen Ridgnal for his 9th point of the early going. He's got 9 of their 19 here just about the end of the first quarter. First free throw up and away, and it's good for Benjamin. And here comes the second free throw. 3 seconds left. We'll see if Lincoln can get something up here before the end of the quarter. Second free throw is good as well. Pushing it ahead. Going to be a shot from the corner. No good for Elias King, and that'll take us to the end of the first quarter. It's been a all Bulldog type of quarter. 19-8 is your score. Lincoln Academy being led so far by Dalen Ridgnal, forward out of Kansas City, Missouri. He has 9, 5 points for MiKale Stephens and 2 assists, and Elias King with a 3-ball. Moulaye Sissoko with 2. So it's been all Lincoln early going here. 19-8 is your score. You're watching the Lincoln Academy Network, powered by Sportle TV. Lincoln Academy was founded in 2017, and they posted a 25-9 record in their first season. The program has competed against some of the best competition and in some of the best tournaments in the country. They have a 100% graduation rate, and over 100 Division I coaches have visited the campus. Bulldog players have earned over 50 Division I scholarships. For more information, visit www.thelincolnacademy.com. End of the first quarter here, and Coach Omar Gonzalez, he's got to be happy with the way his team is playing. They've been creating offense from their defense, and that is a patented look at what these Lincoln Academy Bulldogs can do when they catch some of these overmatched teams. Rabun Gap coming in, they're going to have to try to figure out how to better control the ball and give themselves a chance to stay in this one. 19-8 is our score here at the end of the first quarter. Just waiting for the second quarter to get rolling here. And in the early going, it's really been Dalen Ridgnal, 6'8", forward out of Kansas City, Missouri, playing for this Lincoln Academy team, number 22. He's had a great start with 9 points, been active on the defensive end and on the glass, and he's really helped get this thing going. And MiKale Stephens, always the straw that turns the drink for the Lincoln Academy Bulldogs, 5 points and 2 assists. Elias King, a little bit of a quiet start, haven't really needed him early going. He's got 1 3-ball so far. Going to be Bulldogs ball to start the second quarter here. MiKale Stephens being guarded out there. Easily blows by, finds his man along the baseline, and it is Dalen Ridgnal with his 11th point, and that's the 3rd assist for MiKale Stephens. A pretty play along the baseline. And they're going to try to set up their press here. Looks like they're in a bit of a diamond type of press for the Bulldogs. And this has caused all kinds of havoc so far for the Eagles. The Eagles do find the middle of the court, get it down to the baseline, not able to field it cleanly, and they're going to have to back it out and try to get back into their offense. And there's a steal. MiKale Stephens gets ahead, calls his own number, and easily finishes that one. Offense has been coming from the defense all night for this Bulldogs team. 23-8 is your score, 7:20 remaining, and there's another steal. No, Stephens had a breakaway, just couldn't keep it in bounds. MiKale Stephens has been very aggressive on the defensive end. He's got 7 points and 3 assists. 23-8 is your score. A little bit of substitution again here by the Rabun Gap Eagles. They are trying to find somebody who can handle this pressure that is coming from the defense of the Lincoln Academy Bulldogs. Got a little bit of a spark off the bench there from Benjamin. They're trying to see if they can get him working. He got them 4 points early. Swings it up top. Thinks better of the three-pointer as we approach the 7-minute mark here. Working it around to the far side corner. Tries the baseline. Nothing there. Runs into a pack of Bulldogs defenders, and that's going to be a jump ball. There was nothing along that baseline. Great closeout by Bulldogs, but it's going to remain Rabun Gap Eagles ball here as the opening possession of the second quarter went the Bulldogs' way. Just under 7 minutes remaining, and the Eagles look to try to set their offense up. They're probably going to have to just start firing from this three-point line. There is nothing available in the paint. No good looks, and that's Frankie Anselm coming off the bench with his first rebound. He gets it ahead to Caruth. Fires from 3, Elias King, no good. Rebound goes to Szymanski. Pushing it up the pace. Going to fire from 3 there, and that caught absolutely nothing. So the Bulldogs will go back to work, down low to Anselm, and he gets hammer fouled. Great pass by Elias King, finding Frankie Anselm, the big man, running the floor well, and he will get to the free throw line. He goes 6'11", sitting on about a good 8-10 offers from ACC and SEC schools. This guy is a talent, and he's got a really nice free throw stroke for a big man. Let's see if he can knock these things down. 23-8 is your score. 6:14 remaining here in the game. First free throw, just bounced off the front of the rim. Maybe I jinxed him a little bit. But a nice free throw stroke for such a big man. And he runs the floor really well. He was very active off the bench against Legacy Charter out of South Carolina when we saw the Lincoln Academy last time here on the Lincoln Academy Network, when we saw them at the Tournament of Champions right before the holidays. Anselm gets a second free throw to go. 24-8 is your score with 6 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Sissoko just takes it away from the ball handler. That's going to get Carruth out on the break. He'll stop and pop. No good. But rebound goes to Sissoko. A little bit over the back, but no call from the referee. Pins on, trying to get the offense going. He'll get it over to Carruth. Carruth also firing again, and that time they're going to get the pushing foul. Looks like they're going to get Sissoko on that one. Very aggressive on the offensive glass tonight. Carruth had a couple of nice looks. This is a sweet shooting 6'5" freshman. A father that played some high-level basketball as well. So nice to see Jalen Carruth getting some action here early in this contest. Sissoko with great pressure defense. Blocks it and gets it over to Anselm. Anselm's going to get this thing out starting the break. Pins on ahead and pins on with a nice bucket. That was Frankie Anselm getting that break rolling to Raphael Pinzon. Eagles will try to set something up as we approach the 5-minute mark, down 26-8. They've had a rough start to this quarter. It was 19-8 at the end of the first. It's been the pressure defense, and there it is again. Sissoko just rips it away from the ball handler. Pinzon's going to set up top. Drives, finds Stephens in the corner. Great skip pass. Pinzon in the corner. He's going to bring it back up and set the offense back up. Great to have a secondary ball handler like Pinzon. He was looking for Carruth to drift over into that corner. Didn't quite get him there. 4:48 remaining, 26-8. It has been all Lincoln Academy here. In the second quarter, they have scored all 7 baskets in the early 3 minutes of the second quarter. And it's come from this pressure defense. Sissoko's had a couple of steals himself, taking the ball away from the ball handlers. Not something you'd expect out of the big man. 3 ball away, and it's no good. Rebound to Anselm, and Anselm's going to get the break going again. And it is Moulaye Sissoko with the big-time dunk. Another great effort by Anselm to get the break started off of the rebound. And that was Moulaye Sissoko with a huge two-handed jam at the 4.5-minute mark. 28-8 is your score here. Lincoln Academy, the Bulldogs got a huge lead. This ball bouncing around. It's going to stay here. It's going to be Rabun Gap Eagles ball with 4:06 remaining, about halfway through the second quarter now. And really tonight's game so far, all the story of the game so far, it's been the defense of Lincoln Academy. Rabun Gap not able to get the kind of shots that they're used to taking. And there's another steal right on the money. Stephens over to Frankie Anselm for the giant alley-oop at the 4-minute mark. Another assist for Stephens. He's got 4 on the game. Frankie Anselm rewarded for running the floor well there. See some substitutions here for the Eagles. Looks like Lincoln has pulled back their full court press. Going to kind of pick up around the half-court line with a 30-8 lead. Just under 4 minutes remaining here in the second. Tries to drive, doesn't see anything, leaves it back for his big man. They're going to try to reset the offense. Jay Sonas, and popped away again. Who was it? Oh, it was Sissoko. You don't look at him and see that big body and expect to see such good perimeter defense, but man, he has been really active. We're going to get a quick look back here at Frankie Anselm getting the fast break rolling. Oh, no time for that one. We're going to be back to live action. We'll get it to you in a moment. 30-8 is our score. 3:36 remaining here in the second. You are watching the Lincoln Academy Network, powered by Sportle TV. Join us again next week, Tuesday, January 15th, as the Bulldogs host Planet Athlete, live on Twitter at the Lincoln Prep. Inbounded, Frankie Anselm coming way out, and there it is again. Sissoko with his 3rd steal of the quarter. Sissoko is going to lead the fast break, calls his own number and gets the bucket. Moulaye Sissoko, he is having a great game. I've got him with 6 in the book now. Oh, on the other end, that's the big man, Vuksanovic. He got his 4th point. That'll take him to double digits. Swings it around. Caruth from the corner. No good. And that ball's bouncing around, and looks like it's going to go to the Eagles. Eagles pushing up the floor here now. Trying to get something going. 32-8 is your score, just under 3 minutes remaining. Big man not able to keep it. Elias King's going to get out and lead the break now. Look out. Elias King slicing through the defense. Just kind of lost the handle. Frankie Ansel not able to bail him out, and it's going to be Eagles ball. 32-10 is your score. Oh, here's another look at that Frankie Anselm alley-oop from Stephens. So, had a quick second to show it to you. We wanted to give you a look at it. 32-10 is your score. Just 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining here. Eagles struggling to get anything going offensively in this second quarter. They've only got 2 points, all from both of the bucket from Vuksanovic. Little elbow jumper, and that one is good for the Eagles. So on the board there, a little something going. See if they can use that as a spark. Caruth from the far corner. Gets it inside. Sissoko, not able to get that one to fall. And Eagles are going to try to get something in transition here. There have been no easy baskets against this tenacious defense from Lincoln Academy. Looked like a little bit of a travel in the paint there. They don't call it. Oh, that one bounces right back, and that's going to go to their big man, Zandamel. He's got his first bucket of the night, and 32-14. A little bit of a mini run here for the Eagles. Jalen Caruth misses another 3. He is just not on early here in this game. 32-14, 1:30 remaining. A little bit of a drive into the paint. They're going to call a foul, looks like, on the Bulldogs on that one. Just kind of leaned into his defender. See if they're going to give him free throws on that opportunity. Yep, sure enough, they will. That looks like it's going to be Jay Sunnis going to the line. He got cooking at least a little bit with a nice little jump shot around the elbow. So see if he can add to that here at the free throw line, down 32-14, 1:29 remaining in the second. First free throw up and away, and it is good. And some substitutions. Ridgnal coming back into the game. He is their leading scorer with 11, very active in the early going so far. Dalen Ridgnal, number 22, back into the game. And second free throw, also good. And a nice little mini run here for... Oh, a beautiful move by Pinzon. Wow, a great reverse layup down low and another assist for MiKale Stephens. Pinzon's 4th point of the night as the Eagles go to work. 34-16 is our score here. Coming up on the 1-minute mark remaining in the second. Eagles trying to find some kind of hole in this pressure defense. Stephens guarding him closely. 3-pointer up and away, and it is good. That is the first 3-point bucket, and that was desperately needed by the Eagles. Let's see if the Dogs can answer with just under a minute remaining. Stephens, little elbow jumper, no good, but Sissoko's there to clean it up. Banging down low, not able to get it to fall, and a good defensive stand and rebound by Zandamel. 30 seconds remaining, 34-19 is our score. See if Eagles could do something to cut into this lead here. And it looks like they're going to get a whistle on Pinzon. Just 21 seconds remaining here in the first half. It's been all Bulldogs early. Nice little run here. They put up about 9 points here in the last 3-4 minutes. Is the Eagles to cut into this deficit. 34-19 is the score. 21 seconds remaining. It'll be Eagles ball along the baseline. See if they can do something to get this cut into this deficit before halftime. Gets the ball out top. They're going to try to milk this clock down. It's going to be their starting point guard, Graham Jump, number 5 with the ball here, being guarded closely by Pinzon. A little bit of a dribble handoff. We've seen this kind of movement. Hasn't really produced much for him. Just 5 seconds left. Going to have to get something going. Running out of time. Wait a minute. It's MiKale Stephens with the steal. Is he going to beat the clock? Yes, he does. MiKale Stephens with his 9th point of the night, and he beats the clock. And he's excited down there. Pinzon is excited. The two of them were able to jam the defender and get the steal with 5 seconds left. And he had plenty of juice to be able to get down the court and get that score with only just under a second remaining. So great finish there for the Bulldogs, and they go into the halftime 36-19 with the lead. Coach Omar Gonzalez got to be real happy with the defense. On the offensive side, though, it's been Dalen Ridgnal with 11. MiKale Stephens, he's got 9 points and 5 assists in the early going. Elias King, just the 1 3-pointer. Sissoko, been very active both offensively and defensively. He's got 6 points and a number of steals. Pinzon with 4. And I've got Frankie Anselm for 3. So it's been a nice balanced effort. Give you a look back at some of the first half highlights. That great reverse layup by Pinzon. It's been a nice game so far. You're watching the Lincoln Academy Network, powered by Sportle TV. Later this month, the Bulldogs travel to New York for the Big North Shootout to battle a number of the top teams in the nation. Follow at the Lincoln Prep on Twitter for updates. That was Frankie Anselm on the alley-oop from MiKale Stephens. So trying to give you a couple of looks at some of the first half exciting action. It's been an all Lincoln Bulldogs. 36-19 is your halftime score, coming live from Summerour Middle School in beautiful Norcross, Georgia. And we're going to skip ahead here. Teams are back out from the locker room and getting ready for the second half to start. 36-19. It's been the pressure defense of the Lincoln Academy Bulldogs all night, really stuffing the Eagles from Rabun Gap. Rabun Gap really has had no answer. They had a little nice run where they got about 10 points there in the second quarter, and that came from getting some opportunities both in the mid-range and knocking down a 3-ball, their first and only one of the night. Team's getting ready. It'll be Lincoln going back to their starting lineup, it looks like here. MiKale Stephens, Elias King, 0 and 2. Number 14, Moulaye Sissoko. Number 22, Dalen Ridgnal. And number 24, Raphael Pinzon. Yeah, looks like we'll see that, the starting lineup there for the Bulldogs to start this third quarter. 8 minutes on the clock. Referee's going to get this ball going. And it looks like it'll be Bulldogs ball to get us started here in the third quarter. Coming to you live from Summerour Middle School in Norcross, Georgia, home of the Lincoln Academy Bulldogs. You're watching the Lincoln Academy Network, powered by Sportle TV. Lincoln going to set up their motion offense. Skip pass over to Pinzon. Pinzon from the corner, and that is easy money for the sweet shooting guard from Puerto Rico. 6'5", sophomore Raphael Pinzon. He's got offers or interest from Xavier, Clemson, and Louisville, and you can see right there why. And yet another assist in the books for MiKale Stephens, who we have unofficially at 6. Eagles try to work the ball into their big man, Vuksanovic. Nothing doing. They're going to have to take it back out top. Try to reset it again, but it's Ridgnal. Ooh, looks like they're going to call the kick there. Fair enough. He got his feet into the lane and was able to wrestle the ball away, but they're going to call kick ball. It's going to be Eagles ball along the baseline. 39-19, 20-point lead here for the Bulldogs early in the third quarter. Eagles will look to set this offense up. Nothing been coming easy. It's been a very tough night for them as they try to break through this pressure defense of the Bulldogs. Swinging it to the far side, trying to get it inside. Yeah, it looks like we're going to get a foul call. There's been one problem for the Bulldogs tonight. It's been those foul calls. They've been in foul trouble kind of early in the first half. We'll see if that carries over to the second half here. Tries to feed it inside, but guess who? Moulaye Sissoko again with another steal, his 4th. Stephens up ahead. Stephens with a pretty up and under move. No good. Ridgnal gets it back out, and Stephens will try to set the offense back up again. Just under 7 minutes remaining now. Pinzon. Back to Stephens. Stephens finds Ridgnal in the middle of the defense. Nice pass down low to Sissoko. Oh, ball bouncing around. Not able to corral it, and it'll be Szymanski for the Eagles pushing ahead. Graham Jump tries to find his man along the side. They're going to reset back up top. and he'll be closely guarded by Stephens. King gets in the passing lane, but not able to keep it. King was thinking about that dunk on the other end that would have been coming because there was no one between him and the basket if he could have corralled that one. Eagles inbound, and they will try to set something up, looking inside to their big man who's battling down there, Vuksanovic and Sissoko. Nothing doing. Well, they'll reset it to him. He'll try a little jump hook, and yes, he does get that one to fall. That's 6 point for Vuksanovic. A nice little jump hook, but there's Pinzon on the other end. Oh, three-pointer, no good, but Ridgnal's going to pull it down. Back to Stephens. Stephens eyes the jumper, but he's going to take it back out again and reset as we are under 6 minutes remaining in the third. 39-21 is your score. And a great bucket inside. That is Dalen Ridgnal with his 13th point and another assist for Stephens. Back up top to Szymanski. Szymanski trying to get something going with his teammates here. That's Jay Sonis. Jay Sonis looking to try to get something going to the basket. A lot of contact. They're going to call that foul. Looks like it'll be on Rafael Pinzon. 5:31 remaining. 41-21 is your score. Bulldogs being led by Dalen Ridgnal with 13. I've got MiKale Stephens with 9 points and 7 assists, working his way towards a double-double already. And first free throw is no good. That's Jay Sonis. Not going to fall. 5:30 remaining here in the third. You're watching the Lincoln Academy Network, powered by Sportal TV. Second free throw away, and that's also no good. Rebound goes to Ridgnal. Stephens will look to set the offense up with a 20-point lead here, 5.5 remaining in the third. Got to assume that Omar Gonzalez, Coach Omar, is going to get them a little bit of work for the bench. Oh, beautiful pass inside. Sissoko not able to finish. Back to Stephens. Stephens finds Elias King in the paint, and that's another assist for Stephens and the 5th point for Elias King. Eagles will look to try their offense again, down hefty here as we hit the 5-minute mark. Really struggling to get quality shots off, but there's a quality shot, and that is a 3-ball, and that one is good. 43-24 with 4:45 remaining here. Stephens is going to try to set the offense up, working a little bit of two-man game with Elias King. Elias King at the high elbow post. Pinzon probing the defense. Long three fired by Stephens. A little bit of a heat check. No good. Ridgnal finds Sissoko for the big-time dunk. Nice play. We'll call that maybe a pass from King, from Stephens to Ridgnal, but Sissoko able to power home his 8th point. Great feed by Ridgnal. Eagles approaching 4 minutes down, 45-24. Moving the ball along the perimeter. It's been a dangerous thing for them. They haven't been able to secure the ball on the perimeter. This defense along the perimeter has been so strong for the Bulldogs all night long. And it's really led to the Eagles just not even be able to get shots up. They've turned the ball over way too much, and that defense has led to offense. For the Bulldogs, it's been the defining story of the evening thus far. Stephens, right on cue, pokes it away, trying to get the handle out in front of the break, and he'll have to pull it up. He'll swing it around to Ridgnal. Back over to Stephens, up to Pinzon, over to Elias King. Great passing, and that is King with the three-pointer. He was wide open, passed up good shots to get great shots, and that is the kind of offense that Coach Omar Gonzalez wants to see these guys running from the Bulldogs. Just beautiful, unselfish passing. As we approach the 3-minute mark, 48-24 is your score. That was Pinzon to Elias King for the straightaway 3. And we're seeing some pretty heavy substitution. No Coach Roger Cox over there on the Eagles sideline. Not happy with the way his team has come out tonight. Coming down from the top end of North Georgia. Oh, here's another look back at that Ridgnal to Sissoko slam while way to break in the action. About 3 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. It's been all Bulldogs, 48-24. They've had a real strong quarter, put up 12 points so far already in the first 5 minutes. And there is Sissoko popping another steal. That's his 5th. All the way ahead, and it's going to be Elias King with the dunk. On the other end, King's got 10 on the night. More unselfish passing from this Bulldogs team. Eagles looking to their big man, Vuksanovic. Nothing doing. And that's King popping it away again. King getting out on the fast break, went behind his back, not able to keep it. Stephens grabs it momentarily, but he loses the handle. And we're going ahead. Eagles, still nothing easy. They've got a cross-court opportunity man sitting in the corner if they can find him. There he is. This is the shot they want, and not able to get it to go down, unfortunately, for the Eagles. Stephens driving. Stephens calls his own number, and they're going to get him for an offensive foul. That's a charge on MiKale Stephens. The one blemish on a spectacular game. He's got 9 points and 8 assists, working for his chance for a double-double here. But they're going to call the charge on MiKale Stephens. 50-24 is your score with 2:02 remaining. You're watching the Lincoln Academy Network, powered by Sportal TV. Join us next week on Tuesday, January 15th, as the Bulldogs host Planet Athlete, live on Twitter at the Lincoln Prep. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you catch all the great action from Lincoln Academy as they take on this 2018-19 campaign. Rabun Gap Eagles in the green and gold, looking to set up their offense now, running their dribble handoffs up top, being guarded very closely. We've seen a couple substitutions there. That is Cam McDowell checking in for the Bulldogs. Frankie Anselm is now anchoring the middle. Dalen Ridgnal as well is in the game. So Coach Gonzalez getting a chance to move down his bench a bit. Three-pointer misses absolutely everything, and it looks like he stepped on the line there. It's going to be turnover. It's going to be Lincoln Academy Bulldogs ball. Elias King sliding to the point here with Stephens on the bench getting a breather, so King will run the offense. Pinzon also on the bench. He's another secondary ball handler. Cam McDowell fires from three, no good. Bretner Mutombo unable to corral the rebound. Eagles will try to run. Get that ball to the corner. Good little poke steal there by Frankie Anselm. Elias King not able to get the break rolling, but he will pull up for three, no good. It's going to be Eagles with numbers on the other side if they can get it, and sure enough they do. Eagles able to get off and running. That's Benjamin with his 8th point of the night for the Eagles, and that's going to lead to a quick timeout. I don't think Coach Omar Gonzalez liked what he saw in those possessions there. 50-26 is your score. Coach Gonzalez always coaching. I've had a chance a few times to go up to check out this Lincoln Academy team at practice, and he is always working with the boys. Does a great job of coaching these guys, of teaching this motion offense that he's running. Worked with the Puerto Rican national team, the U18 and U17s of the FIBA Worlds and America's Cup. Get you a look back here at this fancy Elias King slam from earlier. We got a little bit of a break in the action, showing you some of the great highlights of this Lincoln Academy Bulldogs. They've been dominant tonight. 50-26 is your score. Here's another one. Great ball movement that led to this Elias King 3-ball. His 10th point of the night. I think that's all the quick third quarter highlights we got to show you on this timeout break. We'll see the same lineup coming out. Trying to get these sophomores some good quality work for the Bulldogs. They've got a number of strong younger players on this team. Frankie Anselm, Bretner Mutombo, Cameron McDowell, all sophomores. Dalen Ridgnal, also a freshman, a 6'5", sweet shooting freshman on this team. So Coach Gonzalez going a little bit deeper in his bench here, sitting on this big 50-26 lead with 1 minute remaining here in the third. McDowell going to take the ball up under some pressure, working it back around, back to McDowell, passes up the three, drives, finds Caruth, swings it back out up top. And they're going to reset the offense here. Caruth's going to look to the top to Anselm. Trying to find something going. He's got McDowell in the corner, passes up the three, drives the basket in, and a great strong finish for Cameron McDowell. And I think he was looking at possibly trying to get off with 2 feet and dunk that sucker. But nice lay-in nonetheless. That's first bucket off the bench for Cameron McDowell. And great ball movement again. That's got to be exactly what Coach Omar Gonzalez was telling his squad on the timeout, getting that ball moving. Just under 15 seconds remaining here in the quarter. 52-26. The Eagles will try to do something to chip away at this lead at the end of the quarter here. They've only got 7 seconds. They got to get moving. He's got nothing here. 3 seconds. Going to be tough to get any kind of shot off. And they're going to call the foul with 0.9 remaining on the clock. And it looks like The Eagles managed to draw the foul and will go to the free throw line here with just under a second remaining. Nope, they're not going to. They called it on the floor, so Vuksanovic is trying to get the shooting foul called, not going to get it. And your score at the end of the third is 52-26. This game has been all Lincoln Academy Bulldogs. Their pressure defense along the perimeter. Sissoko also defending down low, popping the ball away. I've got Dalen Ridgnal, number 22, with 13. MiKale Stephens with 9 and 8 assists. I'm going to show you a quick look back here at the third quarter. Here was Cam McDowell with a nice drive, almost a dunk, and a beautiful finish for the sophomore. We're waiting on the teams to come out of the end of third quarter break. Give you another quick look back. Nice play down low there by the Eagles. Let's see if we got anything else for you here. Nope, I'm going to get back to live action. Oh, one more check. Get ahead to this Elias King two-handed slam. All right, we're back. Well, one more look at it. We got another little bit more time. We're going to use it. There's Elias King one more time. All right, looks like the Bulldogs are going to inbound here to start the fourth quarter. We're sitting on this big 52-26 lead. And they'll inbound it again. Look like they weren't ready there. There we go. Okay, here we go. We are off for the fourth quarter. All Bulldogs tonight. Lincoln Academy Bulldogs in gray and the Rabun Gap Eagles in the green and gold. And that is going to be a turnover. It's going to be Eagles ball coming out here. Lincoln Academy continuing to work a little bit deeper into their bench. Looks like Elias King, the only starter on the floor for the Bulldogs at this point. Don't worry, they got plenty of firepower. A nice little jump hook, doesn't go, but rebound to the Eagles. Oh, beautiful block by Frankie Anselm. Looked up court, tried to see if he can start the break off the back of that. Not going to get it. Cam McDowell is going to push. Elias King passes up the three-pointer. Great pass down low to Mutombo. Mutombo gets fouled, and he will go to the free throw line. Great pass by Elias King. Mutombo is going to go to the free throw line. This is Bretner Mutombo coming to Atlanta from Congo, Africa. Played over here for Lincoln Academy last year. 6'11", sophomore Bretner Mutombo at the free throw line. First free throw is up, and it manages to fall in. That's first points of the night for Bretner Mutombo. Got a good look at him against Legacy Charter. Had a real nice game against them. Very active. Oh, ball off the front rim. Anselm gets the rebound. Gets it to go, but they're going to call the offensive foul against Anselm. He thought he was going to the line for the and one, but no such doing. 53-26 is your score. 7:16 remaining here in the fourth. Eagles going to work. Being guarded very closely out on the perimeter. That has been the Lincoln Academy style all night. Oh, turns it over. Elias King up ahead to McDowell. McDowell, oh, nice play. Unable to finish. But they're going to call the foul there. Looks like McDowell is going to be going to the free throw line. Oh, he had a good opportunity to finish at the rim there and get that and one call. Not able to get the ball to fall, though. He'll go to the free throw line and try to get his free ones. 53-26, 6:55 remaining in the fourth quarter here. You're watching Lincoln Academy Network, powered by Sportal TV. First free throw is good. Cameron McDowell is third point of the game. McDowell for the second free throw. And that one's good as well. He's got 4. Nice job by Elias King to move the ball up to McDowell to get him that easy look. Got fouled at the basket. Anselm banging down low with the big man Vuksanovic, and they're going to whistle Anselm. He's picking up quick fouls. He can't believe it. He's looking up to the replay board. It doesn't exist up there, son. You're going to have to come over and see the replay on YouTube here on the Lincoln Academy Network, powered by Sportal TV, if you want to see that replay. Vuksanovic has been one of the leading scorers here. No good on that first free throw, but rebound will go to Szymanski. Swung back around, passes up the three-pointer. He's going to try to drive the baseline, draws the heavy defense. Anselm banging around there. Vuksanovic can't get it to go, and Anselm with the nice rebound Going to push it out here. Elias King's going to settle. 55-26 your score, just under 6.5 remaining. Working it back up top to Cam McDowell. McDowell over Mutombo. Mutombo is going to show the moves. Driving the basket. Not able to get that thing going. Looks like ball. It's going to stay here. So looks like they got the foul call on the Eagles. Mutombo's just got to put that shot up. That opportunity was there for him. Did a nice job getting himself into the paint, putting the ball on the floor. He will learn from that, I'm sure. Oh, finds Mutombo down low. Not able to get around the big man, Vuksanovic. Just kind of stood there with his arms up. Passes up the three-pointer. Gets himself into all kinds of trouble down there, and it looks like they're going to get the foul on Mutombo there. 55-26, 6:07 remaining here. Rabun Gap Eagles are going to go to the free throw line. You are watching the Lincoln Academy Network, powered by Sportal TV. Later this month, the Bulldogs travel to New York for the Big North Shootout. That'll number the top teams in the nation. Follow at the Lincoln Prep on Twitter for updates. First free throw for Szymanski is good. 55-27. Clock stopped at 6:07. And second free throw is also good for Szymanski. Substitutions for the Eagles, and we are underway, approaching 6 minutes remaining here in the fourth. Lincoln Academy holding on to a big 55-28 lead. McDowell down low, finds Mutombo. Mutombo with the moves, but they're going to call that one a travel. A little too much. We've seen some nice moves down low. He's got some great post moves, does Brentner Mutombo. Put him to work against Legacy Charter, but not able to get that one to go. 55-28 is your score, just under 6 minutes remaining here in the final frame. You're watching the Lincoln Academy Network, powered by Sportal TV. Three-pointer up and away, and no good. Rebound to Caruth. Elias King will lead the offense now. 5.5 minutes remaining. Swings it over to McDowell. Sizing up the defense. Cross court to Caruth. Caruth looking to get King down in the post. King unable to get his first to go. Unable to get his second to go. Ball's bouncing around, and the Eagles come away with it, but we've got a whistle that's going to stop the action. And it looks like we're going back the other way. So it's going to be Bulldogs ball after that anyways. Elias King got to be upset with himself. Missed two easy little shots around the basket. Maybe easier for him to get those three-pointers to fall. He's going to take a break. That could be the end of his night with this big 55-28 lead. Stephens is going to come back in. He's got 9 points and 8 assists. Chance of a double-double for him tonight in the assist category. We'll see if he can make that work. Tumbo with the ball at the top. Swings it around. Anselm's going to fire for three, and he's got the range. That is Frankie Anselm with his 6th point of the night and a straightaway three ball for the near 7-footer. 58-28, 30-point lead now for the Bulldogs with 4:55 remaining in the game. And that shot is blocked. Stephens is going to get it out on the break. Over to McDowell. He's unable to pull it in. He's going to swing it out to Caruth. Caruth fires for three, and that is Jalen Caruth's bucket. First of the night, his three falls. He was a little cold in the early going, but he is a shooter, and he keeps on shooting. 61-28 here, 4:30. We're just under 4:30 remaining in the fourth quarter here. It has been all Bulldogs tonight. They are sitting on this big lead. It's been the pressure defense of the Bulldogs, not allowing the Eagles to get the kind of shots they're used to seeing. Three ball away, Jay Sanas, no good. Rebound goes to Anselm, and after the three ball, he's got some confidence. He's going to take it up himself. Doesn't shoot the pull-up three, swings it around. McDowell from the corner, and that's two quick three-pointers. That's Cameron McDowell with his 8th point of the night. Sorry, 7th for the night. Eagles. Ooh, Mutombo goes for the steal, not able to get it. 3:45 remaining now. Oh, a little bit of a miscommunication. I don't know how you lose Zandamela. He goes 6'7", 305 pounds. Somehow he gets lost, and even sitting on this 34-point lead, Coach Omar Gonzalez, he's still coaching. He calls the timeout. He wants to talk to his squad about how a man of that size manages to get himself that open behind the defense. Wants to make sure his team knows what they're trying to do as he's trying to work these younger guys into the game. Give you a quick look back here at some of the earlier action. Frankie Anselm, Cameron McDowell This nice drive to the basket and finish. See if we've got a couple other highlights we can squeeze in while they're still on the timeout. No, looks like the players are coming back out on the court now. 64-28 is your score. 3:40 remaining here in the fourth. It's been all Bulldogs tonight. You are watching the Lincoln Academy Network, powered by Sportal TV. Join us again next week on Tuesday, January 15th, as the Bulldogs host Planet Athlete live on Twitter at the Lincoln Prep. Hit that follow button if you're watching it on Twitter, or hit that subscribe button if you're watching us here on YouTube. We want to make sure you join us and you don't miss any of the action as this fantastic Lincoln Academy team continues their march through the 2018-19 campaign. Well, Coach Gonzalez using every bit of this time out here. He wants to make sure the younger guys get in there and run his offense. Coach Omar Gonzalez led the Puerto Rican U18 and 17 teams to the FIBA Worlds and America's Cup. He is always teaching. He's got some strong sophomores out there. Bretner Mutombo, we're told over 15 offers. Georgia Tech, Georgia, Penn State, Virginia Tech. Frankie Anselm also out there. Another 6'11" forward. Over 15 offers. Clemson, Wake, Georgia, Penn State. Got Cameron McDowell. We heard he got his first offer from Virginia Tech. He's out there. And I'm sure offers will be coming soon for Jalen Carruth. 6'5", sweet shooting guard. He has got a great stroke. It was a little bit off early tonight, but he saw his first three go down, and I'm sure we'll see more out of him in the remaining 3 minutes and 30 seconds of this game. 64-28 is your score. Lincoln Academy in the gray and navy going to work. MiKale Stephens, the senior point guard. He's had a great game tonight, 9 points and 8 assists. Does an excellent job of running this offense. McDowell fires for three. It's short. Rebound to Vuksanovic, and the Eagles will try a three ball here. No good. It's going to hit the top of the basket. At 3:09, it's going to be Bulldogs ball here. 64-28 is your score. Stephens getting the offense moving, seeing a couple of substitutions go to the table there. McDowell off to the side, kind of gets it poked away. Back to Mutombo. Over to Stephens. Carruth back up top to Stephens. Stephens is just going to throw it up, and Mutombo is going to throw it down for him. That is the 9th assist for Stephens, and a beautiful alley-oop to Bretner Mutombo. Everything working tonight for the Bulldogs. 66-28 your score, just about 2.5 minutes remaining. Another steal up ahead. McDowell tries to keep it himself, but they were yelling at him on the floor. He should have thrown it behind for the alley-oop. Okay, here comes Stephens, and he'll find Carruth for the easy bucket. And that is assist number 10. But if he wants that double-double, he's going to have to call his own number once. We've got him at 9 points and 10 assists for MiKale Stephens. Point guard doing a great job for Lincoln Academy tonight. There's Stephens. Let's see if he gets this 10th his point here. No, off the backboard. Tries the off the backboard alley-oop to Anselm. Not able to get that one going. Just under 2 minutes remaining. Eagles going fast the other way. And we're going to get a foul call breaking the action. Ooh, it's been a breathtaking roll here, capped by that beautiful alley-oop in the half-court set. MiKale Stephens to Bretner Mutombo. Wow. Stephens sitting with, oh, here it comes right here. MiKale Stephens to Mutombo. Boom. That was pretty. MiKale Stephens, a senior point guard. We have been told offers and interest from a number of players. Oh, here's another look back at Jalen Carruth on the break. Stephens with offers from Hofstra, Chicago State, and Detroit. And I'll tell you, there are other Division I programs should be taking a look at this senior point guard. He does a fantastic job of running this offense and getting the most out of his teammates. He's been doing that all night. Just under 2 minutes remaining. Going a little deeper into the bench is Coach Omar Gonzalez. I see Gora Niang. We were told he's an 8th grader, just moved here from Senegal, Africa. And number 34 is a new player on the team. We hadn't seen him in the books yet. Well, 68-30 is our score. 154 remaining. Cameron McDowell is going to get a little bit of the point guard responsibilities now. Late in this game, they'll try to get some work here for the young guns, and unfortunately, that one leads to a turnover. Now, this is the kind of time you got to experiment a little bit deeper into the bench. Let some of the guys get it rolling when you got this kind of a lead. Whoa, 3-ball is good from the corner for Rabun Gap, and they're calling a timeout here. I don't get it. You're down by 35 points here with 127 remaining. I don't think you're going to close this gap, but Coach Cox is going to call the timeout. Keep them moving here. 127 remaining. It's been a great game tonight. Hope you're enjoying. You're watching the Lincoln Academy Network, powered by Sportal TV. Lincoln Academy is Atlanta's premier elite prep high school. Lincoln's mission is to mold young men into great citizens while developing world-class athletes. For more information, visit www.thelincolnacademy.com. Bulldogs in the gray and the navy sporting the Georgetown look tonight. Works it over to the wing. That's Niang. Tries across court. McDowell's there. Swings it out top to Caruth. Back to McDowell. McDowell trying to get it cross court. Unable to get through the hands in the middle. And that is a turnover. Eagles are going to get moving on the offensive end. And looks like the clock's going to stop at 1:04 remaining. 69-34 is your scorer. Take a look at the stat sheet while we have a minute. Dalen Ridgnal, leading scorer here for the Bulldogs with 13. MiKale Stephens with 9 points, 10 assists. Elias King with 10. Moulaye Sissoko with 8. I've got Cam McDowell off the bench with 7. Frankie Anselm with 6. Pinzon with 7 as well. So been a good balanced night for Coach Omar Gonzalez's squad here. The Bulldogs really putting the hurting on the Rabun Gap Eagles tonight. 1:04 remaining. Second free throw coming up here. And that one's going to fall. Make it 69-36 now. Just 1 minute remaining now. 3 ball from the corner, no good. Rebound goes to the Eagles, and they will get off and running. No, they won't, because here comes Cam McDowell with the dunk, and that was a nice one. He had a dunk attempt at the half court that didn't quite work out, but that one was plenty good. And waning seconds here, 35 seconds remaining, 71-36 is your score. Eagles still battling, and the referee still using that whistle. Come on, referees. It's okay to let that one go. No, actually, it looks like the call is going to go against the Eagles. So it's going to be Bulldogs ball. 71-36, 30 seconds remaining in this game. Cameron McDowell with this big-time dunk off this steal. We'll give you another look at it right here. Boom! Cameron McDowell. All right, back to live action here. Just about 20 seconds remaining. Niang with a scoop shot, not going to fall. Rebound goes to the Eagles. And gets it inside of their big man, and he'll get the bucket to go. Waning seconds here of the game. And it looks like that is going to do it. Your final score, 71-40, as the Lincoln Academy Bulldogs take down the visiting Rabun Gap Eagles. Great night for the Bulldogs all around. Coach Omar Gonzalez got to be pleased with a really balanced scoring night tonight. It was really MiKale Stephens leading the team early on. He had 9 points and 10 assists, just came up 1 point short of the double-double. Dalen Ridgnal was spectacular defensively and getting things going on the break, knocking down shots in the mid-range and a 3-ball. He had 13. Pins on early with 7, including a nice 3 from the corner. Moulaye Sissoko in the second quarter just took over defensively. He had 4 steals in the second quarter and 8 points. Elias King, a quiet 10 points, just sort of businessman-like for the Mississippi State signee. Cam McDowell off the bench, very aggressive in the second half. He had 9 points and that big punctuation dunk with just about a minute left in this game. Join us next week for the Lincoln Academy Network, powered by Sportal TV, as they take on Planet Athlete Tuesday, January 15th. Thank you very much for joining us, and good night.